Hey everyone, just wanted to let you know, I do actually have a Discord server, so if you want to stay up to date with the community a bit more, or if you want to ensure you always get notified whenever I go live with a new video or stream, the link to join is down below. But anyways, on to today's video. Ladies and gentlemen, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. This past week has been absolutely insane for Call of Duty. Between the latest Modern Warfare update, the whole mid-season update that added in a bunch of new content for the week. Then of course we had the Black Ops Cold War reveal event, which honestly was super cool to witness. And because of everything that went down, we ended up getting some brand new information on the Warzone Nuke Event, the future Black Ops Cold War reveals for multiplayer, zombies, and Warzone, and on top of that, even more. So as we go over everything today, if you guys enjoy the video at any point, let me know by dropping a like on it. And of course, if you're new to the channel, this is the place to be to stay on top of everything going on with Call of Duty. News, intel, updates, leaks, you name it, you're gonna find it right here. So feel free to subscribe with your notifications turned on. Now, first and foremost, something I saw a lot of people talking about after the Warzone reveal event went down was that unfortunately, they missed it because of work or school or whatever else, and that it was a bummer to see that it happens in the middle of a weekday, but have no fear, the event apparently was not a one-time thing actually, and instead it's going to be going on all through August 29th. So if you still want to try and take part in the event and earn the exclusive calling cards and blueprints and other rewards, the event is going to run from 4 to 6 p.m. Pacific time on August 28th, and then from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Pacific time, and again from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Pacific time on August 29th. So you do still have a few more opportunities if you want to jump in and experience that. Like I said in the reveal video I have up on the channel sort of reacting to the event, that was easily one of the coolest things I've ever seen in Call of Duty. Honestly, one of the coolest reveals for any video game for that matter. So hats off to Infinity Ward, Raven, Treyarch, pretty much everyone involved in that. It absolutely blew my expectations out of the water. Anyways, we're gonna come back to some more Black Ops Cold War intel here in just a moment, but first, we've got to talk about the Warzone Nuke event because the end of the reveal event had a lot of people wondering what on earth just happened. For context here, during the part where we all needed to run to the stadium, we got the message, run to the stadium, get to safety, you will not survive. And while we were all there sprinting to the stadium, the nuke sirens can be heard going off in the background.
The time bomb is ticking. With every second, the disaster is coming closer and closer.
So that sort of left everyone wondering, is the nuke gonna go off? You know, is the map gonna be decimated? What on earth just happened? But of course, after the event ended and we were able to jump back into some regular Warzone games, the map was completely fine. You know, it seems like nothing changed whatsoever. So what exactly is going on with the nuke in Warzone? Well, I guess there's a chance that maybe after the final event ends on August 29th, then perhaps we're gonna see something happen, but honestly, I do doubt that because it seems the nuke event is still a bit later on down the road. Now, according to multiple news outlets, including VGC, who has been right about a lot of stuff so far, the Warzone Nuke is said to be the thing that's going to sort of transition the Warzone map from where it's at now to the Black Ops Cold War map and whatever that's gonna be. And obviously, if Black Ops Cold War isn't coming out until November 13th, it would be kind of weird to have a nuke go off and change the map prior to the game releasing. But at the end of the day, we know what's going to happen because of the storyline that we've seen evolve so far. Obviously, within Bunker 11, we saw the warhead initially, and then during the Pawn Takes Pawn Easter egg steps, we ended up getting into the Bunker 10 area, which actually features the giant missile that's underneath the southern statue. Within the Old Wounds intel from this past week, the nuke materials are mentioned directly, and of course, the sirens in the Warzone event are all just clues on top of clues on top of clues for the, I would say, inevitable demise of Verdansk as we know it. So unfortunately, I don't think the biggest Warzone event is going to be happening this season, but instead as a sort of send-off to the next version of the Warzone map coming with Black Ops Cold War. Now, when it comes to Black Ops Cold War, of course, this week gave us a massive amount of intel on the game, but most of it was related to either the core functions of the game itself, like how you pre-order and what certain editions will do, what features will be included like crossplay and whatnot, or the info related directly to the campaign. However, the Call of Duty website has actually given us a little more information on what to expect prior to launch. And to be honest, it's really not all that much, but it is some new intel nonetheless. So, under the campaign briefing it says, Black Ops Cold War will drop fans into the depths of the Cold War's volatile, geopolitical battle of the early 1980s. Nothing is ever as it seems in a gripping single-player campaign where players will come face-to-face with historical figures and hard truths as they battle around the globe throughout iconic locales like East Berlin, Vietnam, Turkey, Soviet KGB headquarters, and more. Then, under multiplayer, it says engage in deniable operations and signature combat in the next generation of multiplayer. The multiplayer reveal is primed for September 9th, so be sure to check back for all the latest intel. Then we see there's also a classified image underneath, and presumably either on September 9th or in the days leading up to it, that image is going to become available. Then for zombies, it says players will bring a Cold War arsenal of weapons and equipment into the next evolution of Treyarch's signature zombies co-op experience. And once again, we have another classified image. And finally, for Warzone, it says Black Ops Cold War will also support and build on the hit free-to-play experience of Call of Duty Warzone. And, you guessed it, there's another classified image under that. So this implies that we're going to have reveals for all 3 extra modes within Black Ops Cold War in the coming days, weeks, and months leading up to launch. And if I had to guess, it'll probably be in that order: multiplayer on September 9th, and then after that zombies, and then after that Warzone. And coming full circle a bit here, maybe around the time when Warzone is revealed for Black Ops Cold War, we'll start to have a better understanding of when exactly the nuke is going to go off if it doesn't end up launching before then. Now, there is one more thing I want to touch on today to sort of follow up on something we talked about earlier on this week, and that is the idea of Modern Warfare and Warzone's content transferring to Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Of course, every single year prior to this, whenever the new Call of Duty game releases, it is basically a clean slate, right? Everything is wiped and you're essentially starting from scratch. New weapons, new levels, new challenges, the whole 9 yards there. But with the news of the reveal earlier this week, we also got this quote from Activision that says, Black Ops Cold War includes shared progression features with Warzone, adding inventory items that can be used in both titles. Plus, Warzone players will still have access to Modern Warfare content that they earned previously, like operators and weapon blueprints. More information will be announced at a later date. So from this, initially like we talked about before, it seems a lot of things are going to transfer over. Now they do specifically say operators and weapon blueprints, and things like camos they don't mention outright. However, I would assume that would also be included in this sort of list of things that transfers, but keep in mind though, that is just an assumption. But also, I think we need to look a lot more at the fine print here, as it says, Black Ops Cold War includes shared progression features with Warzone. Keyword, Warzone. Yes, it does mention Modern Warfare's content in there, but it does not mention the specific Modern Warfare progression. Meaning, and take this with a grain of salt because again, this is just me inferring based on the information we have here, Warzone is going to feature elements of Modern Warfare's content like operators and blueprints, plus everything Black Ops Cold War has to offer as well. But then when it comes to Black Ops Cold War multiplayer, that's going to be pretty much a fresh new take on all of that stuff. Just because it obviously would make sense to have some things in Modern Warfare in a multiplayer game set in the 1980s. So take that for what it's worth. Hopefully that does clear things up a bit, and like Activision said, we will have more details coming in the near future. Also, a little post-edit Zach here. Hey, hi, how you doing once more? As I was in the middle of recording this actually, we ended up getting some brand new intel on the multiplayer beta, and I figured it's worth throwing in here just because it is a timed exclusive thing. Activision announced that this weekend, you can actually earn a beta code by watching CDL Champs. They said, throughout the 2-day event, beginning on August 29th, viewers will be able to earn in-game calling cards for the final 4 teams, and also other exclusive rewards too. Beginning on Sunday, August 30th, fans will be able to earn a free knife blueprint as well. Also on Sunday, the Call of Duty League will randomly distribute 10,000 codes for the upcoming beta installment for Black Ops Cold War. So by watching these CDL Champs matches on Sunday, you can actually view your way into the beta by watching on the Call of Duty League website, and I'll have a link for that down in the description below. Anyways, with all of that being said, that is effectively what we can now assume about the Warzone Nuke event, seeing as it hasn't happened yet, alongside some new details on what's to come for even more reveals regarding Black Ops Cold War. And that is going to wrap things up for today. If you guys enjoyed the video, let me know by dropping a like on it. And of course, if you're new here and you want to stay up to date with the latest Call of Duty news, intel, updates, leaks, and everything in between, feel free to subscribe with your notifications turned on. That way you'll always know whenever I post a new video. As always, if you want to check out any of my partners, be sure to use code IMMORTAL on all Scuff, G Fuel, Control Freak, and Respawn products. All of those links can be found down in the description below. And once again, thanks so much for tuning in. Until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.